And yes, it is 13, I got it right. So I've already made my coffee. So I'm on PTO for the next 2+ weeks, and I'm so excited about it. I slept in this morning. Actually, I woke up at like 7 something, and I didn't go to bed until like probably close to 2. And I was like, Lisa, no, go back to sleep. So went back to sleep, thankfully. So I just made my coffee. Didn't film it because you've seen it a million times. But I thought before I jumped into the shower, I would swatch these new palettes that I showed you last night, because I'm gonna get in the shower and I can just wash it off. I figured that would be pretty easy. So let's do this amethyst one first. And again, these are from ColourPop. And I will swatch these for you. Brilliant, High Grade, Trigonal, Feb's Gem, which I don't think swatches very good, Sunbird, This or That, Amulet, Crystal Crazy, and Royal Affair. So that kind of gives you an idea of those. So this again is the Quartz palette from ColourPop, and the shades look like that, kind of holding it upside down. So this is called Mind Games, and that's a really pretty shimmer. This one is CO. It's definitely more like a taupey gray. This one is In the Zone. These are both mattes. Then we have another shimmer in Transform. This one is another shimmer in Ore. Ore. Oh God, you guys, that's pathetic. I'm so used to trying to pronounce things in foreign languages. That's Ore. This one is Magmatic. Then we have another, these are both mattes. This one is Granite Access. This one is Opaque, which is a dark black. And then this one is basically a black with shimmer. It's really pretty, called Rock On. So yeah, those are the shades in the Of Quartz palette. Saw me put on the CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion in the PM. So this doesn't have sunscreen in it, because if I'm going out, I wear a different sunscreen. But I've decided that when I'm using this Bobbi Brown face base, that I don't like using that more like kind of heavier moisturizer, because this definitely has a moisturizing and kind of locking in effect. And I just felt like it was getting a little too heavy to work both. Does that make sense? So I just wanted to explain maybe why you were seeing something a little bit different in my routine than normal. This was a little too much, a little too heavy. So I'm gonna let this sort of soak in, and I'm gonna start curling my hair. I will be back when I'm done, because I'm gonna go watch some YouTube. I'm back. Hair's curled, but I'm just kind of putting it back right now so I can do my makeup, because I'm going to film 2 videos today, in addition obviously to filming Vlogmas, not Vlogmas, Vlogiday. I'll get it right someday, guys. But I just wanted to comment. So I was watching Autumn Beckman's Vlogmas Day 12, and I will link her channel below. And she was commenting that Dale has gotten recently on, I think it was actually technically on an Instagram post that was just nasty and unnecessary. But I just want to agree with exactly what Autumn said in her video, which is that the comments say nothing about the person that they are directed to and all about the person who is making the comment. And even though I have been on social media for not very long, and I am very fortunate because I have a very, very small subscriber count and audience right now, that, I haven't experienced any like mean comments, at least about my physical appearance. I have gotten a couple of comments, especially on, actually it was like my very first 2 videos about my Paris experience with Hermes. It's about that I'm verbose, okay? When I tell stories, I tell stories, and I like details. I am a high, if you look at my personality analysis, I am a high detail person, and hence I really like details in stories, which is why I tell stories that way. In fact, when my husband and I, this is a total tangent and then I'll come back. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. But when my husband and I, for the first, I don't know how many years of our marriage, like he would, when I was telling stories, he'd be like, okay, and whatever. He's gotten much better now. He like lets me tell my stories the way I want to tell them. But when he would like give me some information, like he'd be like, oh yeah, I talked to my brother about this girl he went out with or whatever. And I'm like, okay, and he's like, well, that's it. And I'm like, well, did you ask him this? No. Well, did you ask him, well, what about that? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's different personalities, right? But so I got like a couple comments where people are like, wow, like, be thankful your husband like is willing to listen to you, which whatever. But going back to the whole commenting on physical appearances, and like I said, I watched YouTube for a very long time, and I've heard, especially when I was watching, beauty YouTubers who, people were making comments like, oh, you really need to get that one tooth fixed, like straightened. Like, this person is here entertaining you and, showing you how to use some makeup, and we are not perfect, okay? No one is perfect looking. I don't care if you're a supermodel. You are not perfect. No one is, okay? And for somebody to like make those comments and just, again, it's all about the person. And, please, I think anybody who is self-conscious, there you go, about some part, well, really anything, doesn't have to be physical, right? Could be that you're self-conscious about, the way you speak, or the way, about maybe how you work, or whatever. There's lots of things to be self-conscious about. But everybody is self-conscious about something. Even supermodels are self-conscious about something. For somebody to call you out, and this goes also to Autumn's point, which is just because we put ourselves out on social media doesn't give a person the right to make nasty comments and, comment about somebody's physical appearance. I mean, I guess unless, I suppose, somebody asked for it, right, in the video, like, how did you think that looked on me? If somebody was soliciting feedback, then I guess maybe then you could. But in general, we're putting ourselves out on social media, like I said, as a way to entertain, as a way to build a community. And for somebody to make those comments is just, it is unnecessary, it is ridiculous, it is harmful. And just because you're on social media doesn't mean that you that then all bets are off and you can say whatever you want. It's the same thing as celebrities, when people say, oh, well, you're a celebrity and so you just open yourself out to that. It's exactly what Autumn said, which is that just decent human kindness, people. That's all we ask for, right? Just decent human kindness. So rant over. I'm gonna get ready. I'll bring you back when I'm doing the eyeshadow and then you can see what I'm doing there. I'm back. I'm gonna use this palette. So I think I will probably use this or that as a transition shade. Tap off the excess. Lesson learned. Maybe for the lid shade, I'm gonna go with this Feb's Gem. Now that also did not swatch very well when I did it with my finger. So let's see what happens when you use this flat shader brush. This is an Esom brush when I do it for real. You guys can see that. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty neutral shade. I almost could have used that in the crease as well, but I'm good with it on the lid.
Really a good base. I don't want to put any of the shimmers over it. Alright, and then
in the crease and outer corner, let's try, I don't think I want to go this dark, so let's go with this middle one, Crystal Crazy. See what that does. That's maybe a little more dramatic than I was going for today, but we can always, we're gonna blend. I've got my little blending brush here, so, and that will sort of take off some of the color too as I do this. I'll kind of diffuse it, which is good. For a shimmer, let's try this Sunbird that's in the middle. I'm gonna try with the brush, but I may end up going back with my finger. That's pretty. I'm just putting this in the center of the lid, just as kind of a pop. For some reason, shimmers apply better. I always have to do kind of a second go at it on my right lid versus my left. I don't know if my skin is just a little bit crepier on the right side, but hopefully you guys can see that. Might do just a touch of high grade, or maybe brilliant. Maybe I'll do that in the inner corner. Now I need to find that little inner corner brush, which is not really an inner corner brush, but it's just what I use. And let's tap that off. Eyeliner or mascara on yet, so I think we'll do big today. So while I think that this little bag is super cute, it's actually like kind of hard to get them in and out of here, and maybe that's because I bought too many. Plus I stuck some lip products in there too.
it's so much easier to do when you can actually see. What a novel concept, huh?
So I'll bring this closer so you guys can see, hopefully. Really pretty. I like that. I like that. All right, now I'm gonna do my little Q-tip trick, which will then pick up any fallout that I might have had from the shadow, as well as just really kind of melding, you know, concealer and powder and anything together. So smudger here. Sorry, I know that this light that I'm using kind of makes it shadowy, I think, on the video, but anyway. All right, so we're just gonna do some brows, which actually should be right here, and mascara, and then we'll be done. And then film some unboxings, finally, because I would like to use this stuff. That's the bad thing about being a YouTube creator, is you feel compelled to wait to use things because you don't want to unbox them, you know, and sometimes, you know, we'll say like, this is not a genuine unboxing or, you know, an original unboxing or whatever, just because we wanted to check something over, especially like if you're buying it and you have like, you know, you're worried you might have to return it or something, and so you don't want to miss the return policy. But now what I really don't understand, and I think I've said this before in videos, is I don't understand people that wait like months before they unbox things. Like, I don't know how Meredith does it. Like, Meredith had, I mean, gosh, weeks and weeks and months, I think, of packages sitting there that she hadn't unboxed. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I can't live my life that way. I guess maybe if you, so because I right now live in a place where I don't have any luxury shopping, right? So I always have to order my things and have it shipped to me. So I guess because of that, you know, I have to check things. I can't just let them sit for months because, you know, I might, if there's something wrong with the item, or if it's, you know, clothing or something and it doesn't fit and I need to return it, then I'm SOL if I wait, you know, 2 months, a month, whatever. My point is that obviously if you live like Meredith does, and like I will eventually be living, you know, in a place where I can actually see the item before I buy it, well, then I could see why you wouldn't necessarily have to unbox it right away. I mean, still, I don't want to wait that long to use my items, but you had a chance to look at it before you bought it, is my point. Not an easy feat to line your lips and talk at the same time. All right, I'm gonna get dressed and I'll be back and show you the final look. All right, here's the outfit of the day. I'm just about to start filming. Target V-neck sweater, Old Navy jeans. I think these are the straight, OG straight, something like that. And of course, my UGG slippers. And yeah, now you can see, hopefully, let me get down like that. Sorry, let me try not to get that yellow light, but hopefully you can see my eyeshadow, my eye look, and some very bright lipstick. It always amazes me how, when I film, how washed out I look. So like, I look at myself right now and I'm like, Lisa, that is way too much makeup. But when I go to film, like, it looks much more natural, which I should know. So growing up doing musical theater, like, you would, like, you know, cake makeup on, right? Because you wanted people in the back row to be able to see you, and not, anyway, because the lights really wash you out. So yeah, I guess the same theory applies here, but I just feel very made up, especially for the fact that, you know, I'm just going to go sit in my living room and film some videos. But anyway, I'm going to gather all of my things and we'll get filming. So I thought I would show you this really cool, like, kind of cape coat that I got from Express. I just thought it was really chic. I don't know. I liked it. So it's double-breasted, as you can see. And then, you know, it cinches here. Initially, I thought it didn't have pockets, but it actually does have pockets, which I think is cool. And yeah, I don't know. I've gotten several compliments on it when I've worn it. I've only worn it, I think, once or twice. Basically, you know, it has arm things. So it's, I mean, as you can see, it's like kind of a cape. So, but yeah, I just think really, really elegant. So it's, the belt goes through. So, you know, it's not completely shapeless. I guess that's what I don't like about some of like I would love to get a Fendi cape. And I guess I could buy a belt or wear like my Fendi belt that came with my shirt jacket and wear that. But I think, you know, it looks a little better if it's cinched, if it's not just this giant flowing thing. So this was sort of my ease my way into maybe a Fendi cape, because I love them. I tried one on last Christmas when we were in Vegas at the Crystals boutique, and I loved it. I think it's so chic. I also tried on one that was like $6,000 at Hermes at the VLOGIDAY boutique. So yeah, this was, you know, like 150. So like I said, a good way to test out something. So with that, I'm gonna go pick up the kids from school and finish my coffee. Doesn't seem like Costco's that crazy busy, but the parking lot is insane. Okay, so I haven't eaten yet today, with the exception of my protein coffee. So I got myself a hot dog and a soda. All right, I was, what time is it? 4:40. Trying to decide if I want to make a stop at Ulta or if I want to wait until tomorrow and do that. I kind of actually want to go to Target, and there's a Target right over here. So I think I might do that. So we'll go over there, park, eat my hot dog, or at least part of it. I never eat the entire hot dog. Those things are huge. And the bun's not big enough. Why do bun makers? So if you ever watched Father of the Bride, the remake, the one with Steve Martin, there's a scene in there where he's like going off the deep end when, I don't know, I'm sure it has to do with the money. I don't remember what's going on, but he goes to the grocery store and he's going off the deep end about why hot dog bun manufacturers don't put the right number of buns in the package that coordinate with the number of hot dogs in a package. He goes into this whole tirade. It's hilarious if you haven't seen it. About, you know, it's conspiracy theory by the bun companies to make you buy more buns than you. Anyway, it's funny. But my point is that the bun that they use for the Costco hot dogs are not big enough. So like this much hot dog sticks out on each end of the bun. It is kind of stupid, but they definitely are bigger than your average size hot dog bun, because if you put your average size hot dog bun, you probably need 2 of those buns to accommodate the size of the hot dog that the Costco hot dogs are. So anyway, all right, pulling into Target here. Like I said, it was just across the street. Busy at Target, which, you know, I guess makes sense, right? 'Tis the season, as they would say, right? So it's just in the middle. Before, as I was driving to Costco, I was watching Tamara's Vlogmas. I used to religiously watch her videos and her Vlogmas. Kind of been hit or miss, and I kind of haven't been watching so many of her actual videos. I'm just sort of finding them a little, I don't want to say repetitive. Repetitive is not the right word, but it's just, as much as I think her life is amazing, and it is amazing, and that's obviously why she's so popular, right? Because everyone wants to be like Tamara. Everybody loves to see what she's doing and aspires, and it's glamorous and all that. But I don't know. I just find it a little out of touch for me. So I think she's a very sweet, kind person. This has nothing to do with her whatsoever. It just, as you watch YouTube. You know, I think I've mentioned this before. When I started watching YouTube, I started watching beauty YouTubers, and then sort of ventured into handbags and fashion and that kind of thing. So, you know, your tastes change. So anyway, I was specifically watching, and I haven't gotten to the part yet. Maybe when I turn this off and eat my hot dog, I'll finish it. But it's the story of how she met her boyfriend, how they met. And, you know, she kept him for secret for, gosh, probably a year and a half. Not secret from the sense of that she had a boyfriend. Originally, she kept it a secret that she even had a boyfriend. And then, obviously, she kept who he was a secret and didn't show him on her videos at all. And then, you know, finally they did their reveal with that watch company ad that they did together. And, you know, now he's consistently on her vlogs and things. So, yeah, so I think I'm gonna stop filming here and go watch the end of that video so I can find out how they met, because I have no idea. I would like to hear. So I'll let you know what I think after I watch it. Day 13 of Advent calendars. Hannah reminded me, because I have no memory whatsoever, that we are doing a candle tonight, so we have all 4 to do, and we need to remember to pick the best. Sometimes we forget to do that. All right, let me flip it around.
Okay, first one, if I can get it, is by TQ.
Diptyque.
Oh yeah, you told me that before. Diptyque, and it's a spray. The rose. I don't know if you like rose. 13's out here.
Oh, it definitely smells like rose.
Do you not like it?
Well, that's actually okay.
You
Some rose fragrances I'm not a big fan of.
Oh no. It's a nail file.
Well, you know what? One can always use a nail file, Hannah. That's actually, I think, a very useful gift to have.
This says ice cream cones.
Mm.
Whatever that means. Oh, they're gummies again.
I think everything's gummy. Have we had anything that is...
The next thing is going to be caramels, but they're birthday cake. This is martini almonds. The one after that.
Oh, we'll give those to Daddy, because Daddy likes dirty martinis. I'm not getting anywhere near those. Not that I've gotten anywhere near any of these, but oh, those are cute, though.
I know. Well, no, like I said, I'm sure you'll like the cookie dough ones and the caramels.
Maybe at the very end, yes. I might actually like something.
Oh, those taste horrible. Those are really bad.
Give them to your brother. See what he thinks.
You know those like fake fog machines at like Halloween places?
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's how they would taste.
Oh, that's awful.
It's like I can taste the smell.
Ew. Okay, well, let's hope that this is better.
Ooh, I would like that.
French Cade or Cadet. I don't know how if it's lavender.
Lavendery. That's bad.
Yes.
I'm getting water, but let me enter quick. The best one's this.
Well, aside from the gummies, I personally think it was a good day. Like I said, I know she was kind of poo-pooing the nail file, but I can always use a nail file. If anybody has any experience with Diptyque, like perfumes, let me know in the comments below. I've tried a Diptyque candle before, but I guess I wasn't even really aware that they had actual fragrances. And since I like fragrances and I have an abundance of them, I'll be interested to try that. But if you've ever tried Diptyque fragrance, like Eau de Toilette or Eau de Parfum, let us know in the comments below. What's your favorite? And maybe I'll add one of those or 2 or 3 or 4 to my list of things to buy. So, All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for Vlogiday day 13. I'm trying to think what you guys saw today. What did I do today? I got ready mostly. Oh, and we had a little discussion. Yeah. So let me know your thoughts about the discussion, about my kind of, it wasn't really a rant, but it was just sort of voicing my opinion on what's been going on with negative comments on people's social media. So yeah, let's have a dialogue in the comments below and let me know your thoughts on, you know, people saying not nice things to other people on social media. So there you go. Well, that's it, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you would take a second and do so. You know, I am trying to hit 500 subscribers. I would love to do it by the end of the year. It would be a nice Hanukkah gift for me. So if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you, like I said, it just takes 1 second, guys. It just like go. See, it's done already. But if you haven't, I would really appreciate it. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you are having an amazing day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.